The lights dimmed, the room settled, and the audience leaned in as Dolly Parton, at 79 years old, prepared to speak. She wore that unmistakable smile, the one the world has loved for decades. But this time, there was something different behind it, something bold, something she had kept tucked away through years of fame, music, and legend. She was there to talk about her new album, her charity work, and stories from her childhood in the Tennessee mountains. But the interview took an unexpected turn when the host asked, "At this point in your life, is there anything you wish you'd done differently?" That's when her eyes sparkled. She leaned forward and lowered her voice, letting it glide through the room with effortless power. "Honey, there are 7 roads I took that nobody knows about. 7 men who saw a side of me the world never got to see." The studio fell silent. Even the camera crew paused, stunned at where this conversation was heading. For over 50 years, Dolly Parton had been an icon, the queen of country music, the star with the platinum blonde hair, dazzling gowns, and a voice that moved millions. But now, the woman behind the legend was about to share a truth she had carried privately for decades. The first name she spoke was Kenny Rogers. Their chemistry on stage had sparked rumors for years, and now Dolly finally explained the truth behind that connection. She said Kenny had a warmth about him, a way of listening that made anyone feel like they mattered. They spent late nights talking about life, music, hopes, and fears, conversations that shaped both their friendship and their creative partnership. The world saw 2 stars making magic on stage, but Dolly revealed that the bond off stage was even more meaningful. Her second name brought a smile, Chris Christopherson. She described him as intensity wrapped in talent, a poet, a songwriter, a thinker. Being around Chris felt like standing inside a storm of ideas and emotions. They shared deep conversations and unforgettable moments that influenced her not only as a person, but as an artist searching for her own truth. But the third name sent a visible ripple through the room. Porter Wagoner, her mentor, her partner, and the man who first introduced her on the Porter Wagoner Show. People had long speculated about the tension between them, the creative battles, the disagreements, the powerful connection that was always visible to the audience. Dolly revealed that their relationship had been complicated, emotional, and filled with a mixture of admiration and conflict. He guided her career, believed in her talent, and pushed her to become the woman the world now celebrates. But their bond was so intertwined with ambition and pressure that she eventually had to make one of the hardest decisions of her life and walk away. Her fourth name brought a bright warmth into her voice. Glenn Campbell. She described him as pure light, someone who carried joy wherever he went. Glenn had a way of making even the busiest days feel calm. They shared music, laughter, and a creative connection that stayed with her long after their paths moved in different directions. Then she laughed, a mischievous, sparkling laugh, before saying the fifth name, Waylon Jennings. He was bold, rebellious, and unpredictable. Waylon lived life without rules, and being around him meant stepping into a world where anything could happen. He taught her that sometimes the best moments in life come when you let go and stop worrying about expectations. Her sixth name softened her entire expression. Willie Nelson, with his gentle heart and easy spirit. Dolly described Willie as someone who made everyone feel at home. Their friendship was built on trust, music, and quiet moments of understanding that became some of the most cherished memories of her life. Finally, she said the seventh name, one that carried weight the moment it left her lips. Johnny Cash. He was powerful, charismatic, and filled with emotion. Dolly explained that Johnny had a presence unlike anyone else, a mixture of darkness and light that made every conversation unforgettable. Their bond was brief, but it left an impact on her that never faded. When the host finally gathered the courage to speak, he asked why she had kept these stories hidden for so long. Dolly smiled gently. Sugar, they weren't secrets. They were private. There's a difference. Some moments are too precious to share with the whole world. And these shaped who I am. At 79, Dolly Parton decided to share the truth, not as gossip, not as confession, but as a celebration of the experiences that helped shape her into the legend she became. 7 names, 7 memories, 7 roads she traveled that the world never knew about. And somehow, her honesty made her shine even brighter.